So something that we're really passionate about is construction has kind of a negative view. It's slowly been changing over the years, but not enough. And it's often looked as like a last resort or a fallback option, but we want to showcase it as a career. We want to show people when they come out of high school, they don't have to get $100,000 in debt and get a 4-year university degree or 7-year, however long it takes them. They can go into construction, they can start making money right out of high school, and within a few years, be making that 6-figure income and doing very well in life, not have to worry about being indebted like they would be going a more traditional route of going through schooling and university. Something that I wish someone had told me when I first started construction is to just pay attention right from day one and learn the reasons why you're doing stuff. Hopefully you have a teacher that's going to accommodate that and is going to be happy to tell you why, but I just feel like there's a lot of times where if I knew why I was doing something, I could have learned it a lot quicker.
Well, I wish they would have made it clear that it's a good thing to ask questions, because I was always afraid to ask questions. Like, guys think we should always know what to do next, and that's not always the case. And here, we almost want that. We want you to ask questions. We want to show you the right way and show you how to do it, and just become better from there.
Probably that it's okay to make mistakes and you're just going to keep learning and learning from them, as long as you don't do it over and over again.
First got on the tools, I was in my 20s, and a lot of what I had to really focus on was just the mechanics of swinging a hammer, of making a cut with a saw, of being around all the tools that I was more used to selling rather than using. And thankfully, because I chose a firm I thought that was very supportive in my development, I had a lot of really good people around me to teach me the ways of using the tools, swinging the hammer, and all the little techniques here and there for the trade that I was in.
You got to stick with it for basically a year, and then once you kind of know what you're doing, then you'll really start to have fun. And that was definitely my experience. And it's kind of like that with every job, but I definitely felt it was harder starting out. But once I got used to it, once I got in the groove and figured out what was going on, and I knew what the task steps were, that I definitely could have a lot more fun and actually enjoy it.
And then another thing is, don't get overconfident. Like, you'll feel like you've learned a lot in the first few months and that you're pretty good, but there's so many different little things in construction that it actually takes, I mean, it's a continual learning thing. But before you're really competent, it can take a few years at least before you've seen enough to actually be able to solve a lot of the problems.